Ladies and gentlemen, we have some very interesting leaks surrounding the Switch 2 today. Some have to do with a release date, some have to do with maybe a console reveal or something. I don't really know how to explain it, so we'll just go over it together. Let's go and get right into this video. 2023 is almost over, and 2024 is almost here, and with that comes the inevitable release, reveal, whatever you want to call it, of the Switch 2, Switch Pro, or I'm still holding out so much hope for Super Nintendo Switch. So today we're going to go over some information that points towards a release date, as well as a wacky console that could happen. Before we get started, make sure you hit a like and subscribe if you could. We're getting so close to 6,000 subscribers. I know it's not a lot to these big channels, but to me, every single view and subscriber means the world. But let's go ahead and get into this video. Feasible Nintendo Switch 2 release date window possibly teased by Japanese video game developer. Japanese video game developer? Nintendo's in Japan? 2 + 2 = 4? We have the answers. A new Nintendo Switch 2 release window may have been spotted in a teaser from Level 5 from the Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time that appeared in a recent Vision event. The game was originally scheduled for release in 2023, but was then delayed until 2024 due to the desire to provide better quality gameplay. It seems Level 5 actually has a specific release date in mind now, but wants to keep it quiet about revealing the day because of strategic reasons. So instead of providing an actual date, Level 5 has opted to offer summer as a release date window for the new installment of Fantasy Life. However, what has piqued interest of the internet detectives, such as myself, internet detective, I'm basically Sherlock Holmes at this point, is the usage of the phrase strategic reasons. I can barely speak. Maybe I'm not Sherlock Holmes. Tying in a game launch at around the same time as Nintendo Switch 2 release would certainly help sales. Sorry, this makes me laugh, the way that they put this. Level 5 has worked with Nintendo dozens of times in the past, providing titles for the DS family and the Switch console, currently $2.99 on Amazon. I don't know why they put the Switch is currently $2.99 on Amazon, unless they're getting paid for it, but it's just such a wacky way to end this paragraph. As summer is generally accepted in the Northern Hemisphere as running from June 2021 to September 2023, this game-related tease could indicate a few things in regard to the Switch 2, with the popular theory being the announcement coming in March, then a full reveal in June, and release in September. They could be holding out for the Switch 2, which would definitely help in sales. And you have to think right now that Nintendo has told developers and some inside people like kind of a time frame, and Nintendo is going to be looking for launch games. Like obviously they're going to make some stuff in-house, but they would like to have other games launch day one on the Switch 2 as well. Like I think we've seen something maybe about Far Cry. So game developers who have games coming out next year are probably going to optimize them for this next Nintendo console and are telling Nintendo like, hey, we would love to be a launch game. It would help you, and obviously it would help this game sells, because there's not going to be a lot of games at launch, so whatever games are there, people are going to pick up. So this is just another, I don't want to say leak, but yet a theory pointing at the release window of the next Nintendo console. But what if the next Nintendo console isn't a Switch 2 or an upgraded Switch? What if it was a downgraded Switch or a miniature Switch? Well, look at this. Yes, feast your eyes on this bewilderment. This looks like a Switch Lite, but what if it was tiny? Like the size of a DS or something. What if it was this size? So Nash Weedle is a huge Nintendo Switch leaker. I think they're based out of Spain. There's tons of stuff they have got right, and I love looking at their leaks. It's fun. This is something that they're predicting right now. My Switch Mini Pocket predictions, release February 16th, 24. What a weird release date. Reduced pocket size console, removable protective cover with magnets, okay, variety of color models, maximum battery life of 12 hours, accepts cartridge, and retails at €150, so that would be like what, 165 US? This is such a strange thing to come out and talk about, unless they have some insight. Like, one thing about Switches is we know they all count together. So Switch OLED, Switch, and Switch Lite all count towards Switch sales. What if Nintendo did release something like this, just to get that final push to become the best-selling console of all time? I feel like Nintendo will not stop until that is at least feasible. Maybe if they're like, man, we could definitely do this within a year. Like, even if we release a Switch 2, as long as people are buying the old consoles as well, we can definitely hit that goal. If it's ever going to happen, it's going to happen with a Switch. It's not going to happen with the Switch 2 because it's not going to be a cultural event like the Switch created. Now I ask you, would you pick up something like this? Because my daughters have a Switch Lite, and anytime I play their Switch Lite, like when my Switch is dead, it already feels so tiny. I have big hands, so just a regular Switch is very uncomfortable to me. Playing their Switch Lite, I feel like I'm playing with a toy. Playing something like this would feel like a McDonald's toy. I think they released like these little fake Game Boys when I was little, I can't remember. It would feel like something from McDonald's. Now, does that mean this thing won't sell? No, this is a gaming console and people like stuff, and yeah, I could see this selling. Do I think it's real? Do I think it's something that could actually happen? On one hand, it's Nintendo, they can do anything, they're trying to push the Switch sales. On the other hand, it feels like a waste of effort. I mean, I don't know how hard it would be to just make a smaller Switch, probably not that hard, but you could just be using all that time and energy towards the next Nintendo console, which investors are going to be wondering, what the hell is next? But this is around the time Nintendo would have investor meetings, so who knows? I don't know. Maybe you do. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about all this? Do you think Nintendo releases the next Nintendo console, Switch 2, fall of next year, reveal it in summer? Do you think Nintendo would release a tiny Switch Mini? I would love to hear from you guys because, yeah, it's just fun hearing your opinions. And if you could, please hit a like and subscribe. My goal before the end of the year is to hit 6,000 subs. We actually just hit 1 million views on this channel, which is freaking crazy. So follow me on Instagram if you would like. The link to Discord is down below. Come join the community, but you guys know me. I'll see you soon with a new video. Peace out.